Kourtney Kardashian pregnant.
Rob Kardashian is finally breaking his silence, and it's heartbreaking. He says he just can't be part of the Kardashian spotlight anymore. Kim Kardashian is out here struggling hard with single life, saying no man wants to stick around. Kylie Jenner, she's got drama too. Her boyfriend's family keeps making things worse. And now Kris Jenner might be back on the dating scene too because Corey Gamble's had enough of being treated like a doormat. Let's dive into this mess. Rob's been off the radar for years, and now we know why. He just opened up, revealing he doesn't feel comfortable in his own skin and avoids being seen altogether. It makes sense, honestly, since we barely see him in public anymore. But guess what? He finally made a rare appearance on Khloé's podcast, Wonderland, and this was the first time he's really spoken out in nearly 10 years. It's wild when you think about it. His sisters have all changed their looks with surgeries, tweaking whatever they needed to feel confident in front of the cameras. But Rob, he can't just pull up and get a BBL or throw in some lit fillers to fix his situation the same way. And let's be real, Rob's actually a good-looking dude. He's just been battling with some weight issues like a lot of folks out there. Some people even prefer a little extra on a man.
I don't want to be filming and putting myself in a position where I'm not comfortable. Like, I'm not comfortable in my skin. So why would I want to go be on camera and just be vulnerable like people in when I'm not? That's not what I want to do.
Well, I will say just you saying that is very vulnerable. And I think people will respect that.
That's just how I'm not going to just put myself out there if I'm not comfortable with myself. I haven't been comfortable with myself in years. And also filming and doing all that, just it's not for everybody. So
no, it's not.
And I choose my own happiness and like peace rather than
better talk about it
for somebody who doesn't do anything for me in my personal life. So
you better talk about it.
Honestly, it's good to see Rob choosing peace and his own happiness. Finally! Back in the day, their lives weren't always about cameras 24/7. But now, everything's filmed, every second. Even a deep and emotional convo like the one he's having with Khloé. Makes you wonder, do they ever have real talks without the cameras rolling? Now let's get into these comments, because people are not holding back. One person dropped, he's in his 30s and has a kid. When's he gonna take control of his life and tell his own story? I get that his family is a lot, but come on now. Then they added, ladies, it's time to stand up. Adulthood means you can start fresh on your own terms. Another person threw some serious shade saying, he's got money. Hire a chef, get a nutritionist, book a personal trainer. You can get in shape with the snap of a finger if you really want it. They even added, okay, I get the struggle at first, but it's been 10 years. Rich people really don't know how to spend their money sometimes. And one more was straight up blunt. It doesn't take 10 years. Rob's been laying low, recovering at home after dealing with some substance issues. There was even a rumor floating around last year that he ended up in the hospital from an overdose, but let's be clear, that was never confirmed. Still, I remember hearing about it. Whether or not he's using anything now, one thing's for sure. He's locked in on being the best dad he can be. Dude seems obsessed with his daughter in the best way possible. Rob did say he's not totally against being on camera again, but don't expect to come back anytime soon. He's in no rush to jump back into the chaos. Meanwhile, his sister Kim, she might be feeling the sting of loneliness. She's been solo for a minute now. The last dude I really remember her with was Pete Davidson. And now look, Pete's out here engaged with a baby. On the way. He moved on fast. And Kim? She was recently seen at the Bezos wedding, doing her best to catch everyone's attention, especially Tom Brady. But it didn't land. Word on the street is Tom's been hanging out with Sofia Vergara lately. Not looking good for Kim. Back in May 2023, Kim was being linked to Tom Brady, but that fizzled out quick. An insider spilled that Kim actually hoped to spark things back up with him at the Bezos wedding, but it totally flopped. She wasn't even trying to play it cool. She was all over him with flirty vibes and casual run-ins, thinking something would pop off. But nope, nothing happened. It's like Kim's old magic just isn't working anymore. Her charm? It's fading fast, like a new Supreme stepping in and stealing the spotlight. And now, Tom being spotted out with Sofia Vergara? That one stung Kim bad. Getting turned down by Tom Brady hit her hard. He was everything she wanted. Clean cut, super famous, good looking, and stacked with money. Kim really believed he might be the one. So seeing him chase someone else? That cut deep. And sure, there were whispers about her and Odell Beckham Jr. after things ended with Pete Davidson, but nothing ever got official there. It was just rumors for a while. And since then, Kim's been seriously single. Like 110% no man around single. Kim's out here feeling down, lonely, overwhelmed, and trying to juggle life with 4 kids. And yeah, 14 nannies. Ever since her split from Kanye, it's been back-to-back disappointments. She really believes she gave her best years to someone who didn't value her when she was in her prime. Now, she's watching younger women and icons like Sofia Vergara, snatching up the very men she's eyeing. Let's be real, Kim's not exactly a simple package. She's got a whole chaotic empire behind her, not to mention an ex-husband who brings serious drama. That's a lot for any guy to take on. Sources say Kim's quietly hoping things crash between Tom Brady and Sofia. She's still clinging to the idea that maybe, just maybe, Tom will circle back and give her a shot one day. But that's a long shot, especially with Kanye always lurking in the background. Even if Ye and Bianca are off doing whatever in their own world, you just know he's going to be in Kim's business the second she finds someone new. One commenter nailed it, saying, "I don't think Tom or any man wants to be part of a family where Mr. West pops up at random family events." And honestly, that's facts. Who wants that kind of chaos? Let me think. Do I even own any Kanye West merch? Nope, not a single piece. And I'm definitely not streaming that music. It's basically impossible to find now anyway. And some of the stuff he said, just no. But hey, maybe Kim and Kris can keep each other company in their lonely hours. Because word is, Kris Jenner might be headed for single status too. Why? Because Corey Gamble is done being treated like her personal assistant. And honestly, didn't it kind of seem like that was his job all along? Rumor has it they hit their breaking point at the Bezos wedding. Seriously, that event has been chaos for half of Hollywood. Folks who were there said Kris was straight up bossing Corey around, making it super clear he wasn't there as her man. He was her handler.
Probably won't come as a surprise for most people, but Kris Jenner allegedly thinks she is too important to have anyone talk directly to her. So she has Corey Gamble do the talking for her, and everyone basically thinks that he is her puppet. The two recently attended Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos' wedding in Venice this past weekend, and there were rumors of tension between the two. So the momager doesn't talk directly to people because she thinks she is too important for that. All it does is make her boyfriend seem like her puppet. Anything for the almighty dollar, I guess.
And now, it looks like he's been downgraded from handler to full-on assistant. No wonder he's had enough. One source even said he's sick of being treated like a glorified assistant hired to do Kris's bidding and clean up all her messes, which seemed to happen a lot. So he wasn't just her boyfriend. He was basically her fixer, the guy she called in whenever something needed smoothing over. Sounds like the same kind of stuff people say he did for Diddy during his messy moments, especially back when Kim Porter passed. But yeah, that's a dark road we're not going to go down right now. Too much heat in that story. Corey's feeling trapped, like no matter what he does, he just can't win with Kris Jenner. She's always demanding more, and he's fed up with constantly feeling belittled. The man says he's had enough of being emasculated day in and day out. And to make things worse, Kris recently cut his monthly allowance. That one hit hard. Corey's not staying quiet either. He feels like, if anything, he deserves a raise for putting up with all her chaos. At this point, it's looking like he's ready to walk unless something changes fast. Now let's talk Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, because their situation's getting rocky. He's tied up working on Dune 3, and Kylie's been jet-setting all over Europe. But the real plot twist? Timothy's sister, Pauline, who's an actress herself, has made some slick comments in the past about billionaires and people like Kylie, and now it sounds like she's at it again. She didn't name drop directly, but that shade was loud and clear. Looks like even the family isn't fully on board with Kylie. This whole situation is clearly getting under Kylie's skin. We all know she's got her billion-dollar empire with Kylie Cosmetics, and this summer, she even dropped a new blush. But guess what? Pauline Chalamet made sure to hype up a different blush, one that just so happens to be super similar to Kylie's. And here's the thing, Pauline never promotes beauty stuff, like ever. So her suddenly shouting out a competing product? That feels real intentional. People close to the situation are saying there's some serious tension between Kylie and Pauline. One insider claims something's just broken between them, and that Pauline believes Kylie doesn't line up with her brother's values at all. She supposedly thinks Kylie will dip the second she gets bored or things don't go her way. And it gets even messier. Pauline allegedly believes Kylie's only with Timothee for the clout, that it just looks good being linked to one of Hollywood's most buzzed about stars. According to the source, Pauline said Kylie's whole vibe is about staying relevant, and being with Timmy keeps her in the spotlight. Basically, she's calling their whole relationship one big PR stunt. Don't forget, Pauline's been vocal for a while now about billionaires not paying their fair share. She's even deleted a few tweets that called them out. So it's clear this isn't just a phase. She's serious about it. And she's definitely not falling under the Kardashian-Jenner spell, even if her brother might be caught up in it. Now, switching gears, if you've been tuning into the Let's Get Into It podcast, then you already know that Kourtney Kardashian is trying to distance herself from the family. She's all in with the Barker lifestyle now. But lately, rumors have been swirling that she might be pregnant again. Honestly, that would be unfortunate timing. And shout out to every woman who takes a normal picture and suddenly there's a bunch of comments like, "Are you pregnant?" when you're absolutely not. Like, what even? That's so frustrating. People love to jump to conclusions just because you're a woman who could get pregnant. Sometimes it's like, no, I'm not pregnant. I've just been eating good. Thanks. And that might be exactly what's going on with Kourtney right now.
Kourtney Kardashian pregnant? Well, that is what the internet is asking after Kourtney Kardashian shared some of her vacation photos. In a carousel with a K of pics, Kourtney shared this photo of herself in a bikini, which prompted to people in the comment sections to ask, or not really ask, say, you can definitely see Kourtney Kardashian's pregnant.
Just living life and enjoying her meals. Kourtney wasn't having it. She clapped back hard on social media, shutting down the pregnancy rumors. She let everyone know she's not pregnant. She's just out here breastfeeding, eating gelato, focaccia, pasta, not hitting the gym, and fully living her best damn life. And honestly, we're here for it. Most folks came out in support of her, and rightfully so. People gotta stop assuming a woman's pregnant just because of how her stomach looks. It's giving serious, awkward flashbacks like that time Paris Hilton kissed a woman's belly at charity event thinking she was pregnant. And she wasn't. If we can dig up that clip, we'll drop it in here because, wow, the secondhand embarrassment is real. One commenter said it perfectly. It's actually insulting to assume someone's pregnant just because of their belly. And it's true. Bodies change, especially after 25, 30, 45. It's normal. Let folks live. That wraps up your Kardashian update, but don't dip out just yet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay locked in with NoFilter. We drop fresh celebrity gossip every single day. Like the video, share it with your crew, and drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading every single one. Catch you in the next one.